Morgantown, West Virginia, home to the Mountaineers and a fan base that has been, shall we say, preparing since early in the morning for the battle we have in store. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the West Virginia Mountaineers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Mountaineers will put total weather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Syracuse's offense will get the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster, the crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll try it again. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays. You saw it right there on that interception to open this game.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pressure coming. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, maybe.
Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for space. It's Mayo. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have bounce. Can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
From the gun, the ground game. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback will audible. From the red zone, looking for a space. Working that left side now. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, the big top 15 battle is underway, and it's been very interesting so far. Colorado is ahead early in Boulder, but that's not exactly Cornell Stewart out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Maryland. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Here on 2nd and 9, sends 3 receivers to the right. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Syracuse right back at it. Out of the gun to give to the back. Just destroying his way through the field. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They move the tight end all over. Touch pass on the run. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
The give to the tailback. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against them.
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Past the 10. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
He's off to the races. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now. 1st and 10 from the 22. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He's going to pass. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short.
good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Movement here from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Line is set on third down.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to pass on second down. Got him downfield. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really...
Open runway ahead. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He slings it deep to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This QB and his receiver really have found a nice rhythm early in this game. They've already linked up for a couple scores, so no surprise here before the end of the first half. They're looking for more, but give the defense credit when it's due. Nice job forcing an incompletion.
This time it's complete. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires it down the seam. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, West Virginia.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator and scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys. And I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion. And no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. West Virginia has it in the offense ready to go to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And here on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. First and 10 from the 50. Quick strike complete. Makes a grab and he's dragged down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's going to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Mayo. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They have work in front of them on third and short from the 42. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
First down, West Virginia.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. So now on comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Bowling Green is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today.
Trying to find his man on first down. It's caught.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Ohio. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on him for us. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Whew, boy, this freshman quarterback has a hose. Did he zing that thing in there? From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. That pass is incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good mood the last couple games.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Syracuse, 17.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. West Virginia has it back ready to dive into that playbook. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that last drive. Need to get a tutty up on the board here to extend that lead there.
And I think you definitely want a touchdown, but if you put another long drive together, get points, multiple possessions in a row, start to let those body blows add up and wear this defense out.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman.
And he hauls it in inside the 30. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. Ball is loose. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce. The offense pounces back on.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. He finds his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the route is on. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive.
Illegal touch. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in an empty set. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Fires to the big fella. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and West Virginia has the lead. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Looking to throw for it. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Trying to move the sticks on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, picked off. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mountaineers! And the beatdown has ensued. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Aldridge. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. He'll work his way down to the 28. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down. And they get the sack just like that. First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's going to take off. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Lets it go to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Backed up at the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Makes the grab down the left side. Off he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wide open downfield. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He'll just keep slinging it. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. 1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the fullback. Still on his feet at the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a 1st down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. This one is... And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. He's looking to throw. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
And man, is that just indictment of the day? Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has...
It's another safety. Can you believe this? Second of the game.
And that kind of sums up the day for this offense. I mean, nothing has really gone your way. Now you give up the safety. Tell you what, this team's got a lot of work to do over this next week to get better, to improve. This was a bad day.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Fullback's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. They just put a field goal on the board, and now they'll line up for the onside kick. They got it. Able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Lets it go. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. After the misconnection, it's second down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to do that push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The Mountaineers with the 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. Never a doubt. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That last field goal was a big one. Now it takes a touchdown to beat them. You want to pin them back on the kickoff here. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.